Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Standing outside my nightclub because I'm going to run you through how the nightclub works in this video. Now, the timing of recording this video, nightclubs are on discount. They're about 40% off at the moment, and so are all the upgrades. So how do you buy a nightclub? Well, first you want to open up your phone here, come down to internet, come up to money and services, down to Bank foreclosures, and you want to come up here and filter out to nightclubs. And here you can see all the nightclubs that are available. You won't find any up the top, they're all in the city. Now the ones I recommend you buying, if you can afford them, I have the one here at downtown Vinewood, and that's because it's nice and close here to the highway. So when you're doing your cell missions, sometimes you're going to be coming up this way, and if you're going to be doing any of the popularity missions, they bring you up here as well, and so do some of the supply missions for your warehouse. So that's why I like to buy this one here. This one here's not a bad location either, the West Vinewood. Or even down here, Mission Row's not a bad one either. I know there's a YouTuber, what's his name, by the name of Harm None, I think it is, and he highly recommends this one. This is the one he's always had. And it's nice and close to the main road here as well, which comes up to the highway. My first ever nightclub I owned was over here, and that's because it was fairly cheap. I didn't have much money at the time I bought it when the nightclubs first came out. You know, you can get away with these ones here. If you do your cell missions in an invite-only session, you can get away with these cheap ones, but I definitely recommend one of these three. So either Mission Row, downtown Vinewood, which I have, or West Vinewood. I'd definitely stay away from the ones right down here at the south. Yeah, just they're in an awful location. I just wouldn't worry about them. So once you come in as well, if we go to renovate, actually I'll come to one I don't own so I can show you. So your nightclub style, this is cosmetic. If you don't have much money, don't worry about this. This is not going to help you make any money, and it's going to cost you more money to just change the look of it. Same with the lighting rig and your nightclub name, your dancers and your dry ice. They are all cosmetic. Unless you've got millions and millions of dollars like I have, I would not worry about any of those. The one I would recommend here is storage, and this top one here. You eventually want to max it out to 5. That's going to increase the amount that can go into your warehouse underneath your nightclub before you have to sell. Now if you can't afford the lot straight away, don't worry about it, because we will make money with this over time. Just get as much as you can afford right now. And the garage space here, again, I wouldn't worry about the garage space unless you actually need it and you have the money to buy them. But definitely the storage space here is what you want. You want this one, and you want it maxed out as soon as you can afford it. Okay. So how does a nightclub work exactly? Well, there are two ways to make money with a nightclub. One is with the nightclub itself upstairs, and one is with the warehouse downstairs. So let's first talk about the nightclub upstairs. What's going to happen is you've got a wall safe in your office, and every 48 minutes, if your popularity is all the way full, you're going to get $50,000 going in there. Now, at the time of recording this video, that is actually triple money. So every 48 minutes, if your popularity is full at the timing of recording this video, you're going to get $150,000 in there instead. But regularly, it's only $50,000. And you just need to keep your popularity full to keep that money going in. If your popularity drops, less money will go in. It can be as low as only, I think it's only about $5,000. I think if your popularity is the lowest, it'll go in. There might even be less than that, actually, come to think of it. Now, there are a couple of ways to keep your popularity high. One nice and easy way is if you come in the interaction menu, before you enter your nightclub, come down and enter passive mode, and then enter your nightclub. And you can do this every 48 minutes. You used to be able to do it non-stop. But they have nerfed it, and there's now a 48-minute cooldown for doing this. And when you come into your nightclub, let's come down the stairs here, what's going to happen is a blue dot's going to appear. There we are. And this is a troublemaker. All I have to do is walk up to him, press right on my D-pad, and it'll toss him out. And that's going to increase my popularity by 1 bar. And it's also going to give me $10,000, I believe, as well. Let's have a look here. Yeah, there you go, $10,000. You can see down on the bottom right corner there, my popularity is full. So that is the quickest and easiest way to do it. If you don't come in passive mode, you have the chance of getting a VIP instead of a troublemaker. And with a VIP, you need to take him to, or her, to either home or to hospital or to rehab. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and go to my office right now and show you where your nightclub safe is. And currently I have no money in there, but this is your wall safe right here. So every couple of hours you want to come and collect this, because like I said, its popularity is full. $50,000 every 48 minutes is going to be coming in here, but the safe holds a maximum of $250,000. So you do want to collect this quite regularly. Okay, another way to keep your popularity full is to come over here to your desk. You do need to register as a boss, either a CEO or an MC Club president. And I'm in passive mode, so I need to leave passive mode. Okay, so once you've left passive mode, you have to wait 30 seconds for that to cool down. You come in and register as either a CEO or a club president, and you can then sit down at your computer here. And once we log in, we've got a few things we're looking at here. So this is your nightclub warehouse stock. So I'll go over that in a minute. But what we're talking about firstly is the popularity. So you come here to nightclub management. If you go to promote club, this will send you out on a mission that will boost your popularity if you are successful with it. But it doesn't boost it all that much. It's quite a terrible way to keep your popularity up, to be honest with you. And it doesn't pay that well either. Although at the time of recording this video, you are getting a 2 times boost on this. So now if your popularity is quite low and you don't have much money and you've already done your the troublemaker like I just showed you, this might not be a bad way to do it. Another way to do it is come down here to resident DJ. Now looking at my screen here, you'll see that each of these DJs are $10,000. So if I click on one, it's going to cost me $10,000 to change DJs. Now, if you've only just bought this nightclub now, this is your first time seeing this, you'll have this DJ here as your resident. As you can see down the bottom here, I've got this guy here as my resident. This guy will be your resident. And the rest of these guys is going to cost you $100,000. That's because you've never booked them before. And if you come over and you, so let's say this one here, you've never had him before, and you click on him for $100,000, and you click confirm, that's going to send you out on a mission where you need to go pick up this DJ and bring him back to your warehouse. And then once you pay that $100,000 and you've booked him as a resident, swapping between these two, it'll only cost you $10,000. And swapping between them, it's going to give you a boost to your popularity each time you do it. It costs you $10,000. Don't worry, you will make that money back in your wall safe quite easily. But what I recommend is I don't recommend doing it from this computer, and that is it's going to put you in a cutscene. So if your popularity is only like, you know, a third of the way full or whatever, you need to change DJs 3 or 4 times, it's going to put you in a cutscene and send you down to your dance floor. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Okay, so what I do is come out of here, and we're going to come over to this lift down here. We're going to go down into the warehouse. So down here in your basement, you come over to this computer here and log on. And come down here to resident DJ, and then you swap the DJ over. And you can do that as many times as you need to. It costs you $10,000 each time. And you can see here, popularity, it hasn't moved. So if we log out, I've just swapped the DJ twice there. Log out, log back in, and you can see here that it's all the way full now. Now, if I actually come here to nightclub management as well, you'll look over here and you can actually see daily income. Now, this says $150,000. That is because it's triple money, remember? So it's only normally $50,000. That's for every 48 minutes. That's one in-game day. And as you can see here, the safe is now full. Okay, so I need to go back upstairs and collect that money so that more money can go in there. But firstly now we're going to talk about the warehouse downstairs. You can see all these items here. These are all occurring in my nightclub. This all happens in the background. It happens passively. What you need to do is you come to warehouse management, and you've got 5 technicians here. Now you have one that you get for free when you buy the nightclub. These other 4 here though you need to purchase, and I can't remember the exact price. I think it might be around the $150,000 or so mark for the first one, but they go up each one, so it's going to cost you a couple $100,000 to get all 5. And then there are 7 things here that you can get them to accrue goods for. Now, cargo and shipments, sporting goods, South American produce, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, organic produce, printing and copying, and cash creation. Now, they don't all pay the same, and as you can see here, I don't have anyone collecting the organic produce or the printing and copying, and that is because these other 5 here, cargo shipments, sporting goods, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash God, I can't even speak. Cash creation. Those 5 pay the most, so they're the ones you want to get to a cure first. Now, these items as well. You can see here total stock. I've got 58 of 360. 360 is the maximum amount of stock that you can get in your warehouse. And as these fill up, what I tend to do is once one of these is full, then I'll come down here and let's say it's cash creation, for example. So I'll click on it, and you can click on these and you can see this guy here is getting the South American produce, South American imports. This guy here is getting the sporting goods. So let's say the cash creation has filled. So I'll click on my guy there, and then I'll come to organic produce because that's the one that pays the next most amount, or the second least amount, I should say. Bringing and copying pays the least. So I'll then put him onto organic produce. Then when I come back and I have a second one of these that is filled all the way up, then I'll come back down again, and let's say it's pharmaceutical research this time. So where is he? That guy there. Then I'll put him on printing and copying. Okay, so I'm just going to put them back where they were because they aren't full yet. Okay, now depending on what other businesses you own in the game as well, these things might be locked, okay? And that's because each of these products here corresponds with another business that is in the game. And if you want a technician to acquire any of these items, you need to own those other businesses in the game. So what are they? Okay, so cargo and shipments. If you want to get a technician to source cargo and shipments, you're going to need to own either a CEO office with a warehouse, a cargo warehouse, or a hangar. To get a technician to acquire sporting goods for you, you're going to need to own a bunker. For South American imports, you're going to need one of the MC businesses, the white stuff lockup. For pharmaceutical research, you're going to need to have one of the blue labs. For organic produce, you're going to need to own a grass farm. For printing and copying, you're going to need to own a document forgery office. And for cash creation, you're going to need to own a counterfeit cash factory. So if you don't own those businesses, you cannot get the technicians to secure goods for those particular products here in the nightclub. Now, these aren't taking products from those businesses either. This is run completely independently from those businesses, but you can't actually get these products if you don't own those businesses, okay? So, yeah, I recommend if you don't have those businesses yet, these are the 5 here you want to get first. So you want to get either a hangar or a cargo warehouse, a bunker, a white stuff lockup, a blue lab, and the counterfeit cash factory. Okay, now when it comes to selling the goods here, okay, I need to come back here to show you the crates actually. So no matter how much you have, you're only ever going to get one sell vehicle. And what it is it's up to 90 crates. You're going to get the custom speedo, and that comes with the nightclub automatically. Okay, now between 90 and 180 crates, you're going to get the custom mule, which you will need to purchase. And anything above 180 crates will get you the custom pounder, and again you'll need to purchase that as well. And they're stored downstairs in your nightclub garage. So to purchase these vehicles, you come to Warstock Cash and Carry, and we scroll down and we're looking for the pounder custom that's here. So that's $241,000, and the custom mule, which is here for $72,000. So you need to purchase those 2 vehicles if you want to get more than 90 crates to sell at a time. So between 90 and 180 is the mule custom, and 180 or more will get you the pounder custom. The vehicles here, and they're completely customizable, so you just simply hop in them once you own them. Of course, they're here in your nightclub garage, basement level 1, and you can just customize. You can put armor plating on. You can see there, like that's how it comes standard. Put all this armor plating on, and you can put the brakes and the engine speed and all that stuff. And down here a bit further, the roof, yeah, you can put barbed wire on the roof. That doesn't really do much. Transmission, and yeah, I recommend just probably leaving that one as is, because this one does get a lot of wheel spin and that, so it can be a bit of a pain in the neck. But you can put weapons on here too. So you can put a rocket launcher on there, but I don't have that because it gets stuck under some of the bridges. If you're doing cell missions in the city, you can get stuck under bridges sometimes, so I don't worry about that. You can drop mines, so that's just activated by pressing your horn. And primary weapons, I've got the front-mounted machine missiles. And over here we've got the mule and the speedo. So when you want to sell, you just come here to sell all goods, click on confirm, and that will send you out on a sell mission. Now here currently this is selling for a bit over $1 million. Now this is paying double money, so normally the amount of stock I have in here, it's only going to be half that. And something you might want to note as well is that your nightclub manager, Tony, he's going to take a 10% cut from whatever this is, up to $100,000. So what that means is that if you're selling $1 million, he's going to take 100,000. So that's 10%. But if you're selling more than $1 million, say, let's say I'm still going to sell it for $1.5 million, he's still only going to take the $100,000 because that's the maximum he's going to take. So, you know, I always wait till I've got over 180 anyway, which is I think it's about 1.2 million from memory. So, yeah, that way I always get the pounder custom pounder, whatever you want to call it, and he's always only going to get $100,000, which is then less than the 10%. So that's the way I do it anyway. So I think that's pretty much all I need to explain about this, guys. Now, once you've got all these other businesses to accrue all this stuff as well, because if you're only new to the game and you buy the nightclub first, this kind of stuff is going to be out of reach for you. You're not going to be able to go and accrue all this stuff. You're not going to have the money to do that. But you can still get the money here in the wall safe by keeping your popularity high. Something else I should mention, I don't think I've mentioned that, have I, is the upgrades here. Now, these are very important. Your equipment upgrade, that's going to allow your warehouse technicians to get goods faster, which means you're going to be able to sell faster. You're going to have more profit coming out of the underground warehouse. And the staff upgrade, that reduces the loss of your daily popularity. So, I think it's roughly every 48 minutes you will get either the troublemaker or the VIP. I recommend coming into your warehouse in passive mode like I showed you, so you always get the troublemaker. And that's going to happen every 48 minutes. And if you do that, that should be enough to keep, with the staff upgrade here, of course, that should be enough to keep your popularity all the way full. And the security upgrade here, less important than the other two. All this does is stop raids on your nightclub. Every now and then you might get raided. I have before been raided. Sometimes when I've AFK'd without disbanding my CEO. So I've been registered as a CEO and I forgot to retire that and I've gone AFK and my nightclub got raided. I had about $1.5 million worth of stock in there and it's happened to me twice by doing that. So important thing, if you're going to AFK, don't be registered as a CEO or an MC Club president because importantly that's going to stop your businesses from being raided. But yeah, with the security upgrade, while you're actively playing the game, it's going to lower the percentage, whatever, that you're going to get raided. So very important to grab those upgrades. Staff and equipment upgrades, definitely grab those first. Grab the security upgrade later if you can't afford all three now, but definitely make sure you grab these two as soon as you can because it's going to help your overall profit with this business. And once you've got it all set up like I have, this is one of the best businesses in the game. It'd have to be top three at least. You could put this there alongside the Kasatka submarine, I guess, for the Cayo Perico heist, but yeah, it's not really a business, is it, the submarine, but you know, I've got to put it there because of the Cayo Perico heist. Like it's the number one money-making method in the game. And the agency is up there as well. So that's the Dr. Dre contract, your security contracts, your payphone hits. So yeah, guys, this is really good business. If you don't own it, grab it now while it's discounted. Take advantage of this double money with the sell missions, the triple money here going into the safe. Just keep that popularity full. Like I've shown you how to do that. It's not that hard. You can keep it full quite easily. So I highly recommend you get on and do that, guys. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you found this useful. I hope there's not anything that I've forgotten to mention about this business in here. If I have, and you know I have, pop a comment down below so I can fix that in another video or something. But yeah, like... Okay, quick pause video. This is a post-recording edit. Something I did forget to mention, the vehicle you're looking at right now is the Terabyte. And if you want to buy one of these, you are going to need to buy a nightclub first because the nightclub is the only place this vehicle can be stored. And this is the vehicle you're going to want to buy if you want to own the Oppressor Mark II. okay, because the Terabyte is the only place in the game where you can customize the Oppressor Mark II and add missiles to it. And you can also store it in there, and you can then call your Oppressor out through the interaction menu by going into Services, Terabyte, and requesting the Oppressor Mark II. So yeah, just something I forgot to add in the video, guys. So with that said, we'll now jump back to the video that I recorded. Pretty sure I've covered everything you need to know about this business. It is one of the more complicated ones to run, but like I said, once you know what you're doing with it and you get it all set up, it is one of the best businesses in the game. And the best thing about this business is that once it's set up, you don't have to do that much. You just come here every 48 minutes in passive mode, kick the troublemaker out that keeps your popularity full, and just collect your money from the safe. And then with the warehouse, it just runs in the background. So you don't ever need to do anything there. I don't need to, once you pay these technicians, you don't need to do anything else. Just assign them to what goods you want them to get. And you just come back when you're ready to sell. And it does it all in the background. You can go do anything else you want in the game. Go muck about with mates. Go do some races. Go do a heist. Go do anything else you want to do. Go AFK. And then you go just come back and sell this when you're ready to sell. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up if you did. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my speed cubing channel, which I'll leave a link to that down below. And other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Happy gaming. Cheers.